We're glad to have you join us on our grassroots development program on Lagos Television, Ibile Update. Here on the program, we keep you up to date with activities from across the 57 local council areas in the state. I am Joy Olu. We begin today's program with Ikorodu local government, where the executive chairman, Wasiu Adesina, organized a schools debate for public schools in the council area. Our correspondent, Ifoma Chimon Izindigbo, was there for Ibile Update, and she filed in this report.
From the lawmaking body, the legislative. On the other hand, the regional system of government is a system of government where the country is divided into regions. The central system of government still exists in this, but
the importance of school debates in fostering awareness on various topics and building confidence in students cannot be overstated. This was the driving force behind the leadership of Ikorodu local government as they organized the second edition of the inter-school debate competition for public secondary schools in Ikorodu division.
It's just a way of at least preparing our children, our pupils, on how to be bold enough in terms of public speaking and in terms of if the competition comes up, they can be able to perform.
Knowledge is power. By the time you have knowledge, you have power. But if you don't have knowledge, you don't have power. There are stages in life. At a particular stage, all you need to do is to seek for knowledge. When you seek for knowledge and you get the knowledge, then from the knowledge you can transform it into wealth. Because when you have knowledge, you can sit down and do whatever you want to do with the knowledge you have.
According to the council chairman and his deputy, education remains the greatest legacy, which is why the council has prioritized it.
Trying to inculcate in the students the act of public speaking. We want to instill confidence in some of our students so that they can meet favorably with their counterparts in other states. Government alone cannot fund education. So we want to call on other well-meaning Nigerians to continue to support government so that we can have excellence and educational development in all the states and the local government.
We really are banking on our children, not just trusting them for tomorrow, but tomorrow starts today. And so making sure that their self-esteem, that everything is all laid out to be a more enabled and flourishing ground for them is something that we don't take for granted. And that is what we prioritize.
Participants expressed that the program has boosted their self-confidence.
So far, I've been representing my school for a couple of debates now, and it's been more like an exposure. I get to research more, gather more knowledge, meet new people, and it's been of more benefits to me generally.
I've been to public speakings on the assembly ground and more, but this is my first debate competition.
My advice for young people is that they are to develop their morale for public speaking, and they are to read more, be more good at speaking, especially usage of words, and they should speak less pidgin.
Students were encouraged to remain confident and dedicated to their studies.
Moving on to Amuwo Odofin local government, a symposium on domestic violence, child abuse and sexual harassment was organized for pupils of public primary schools in the council area. Also at the event, the executive chairman, Valentine Braimo, distributed free GCE forms to deserving students. We have more in this report.
I learned that it's not good. If I saw any man, I run away from him. I have already run away from many men before. So I told my parents about it.
In a bid to raise awareness and combat the growing issues of sexual harassment and domestic violence, the leadership of Amuwo Odofin local government organized a symposium for pupils in the cancer area. This event is aimed at educating the young ones on the dangers of sexual harassment, domestic violence, and how they can protect themselves.
Yes, he's still holding her down. Can you see that picture? You know, his friend is trying to hold her, but she's trying to run away. This is an example of sexual assault and child molestation. You know, I'm wearing a dress, but I have private parts. When I remove my dress, there is a private part that I've covered with another material before I wear this one. That is private part. That part that you used to wee-wee, that is very private. Very, very private to you. Nobody has right to touch it.
The importance of early education on these critical issues was emphasized. These young minds were provided with practical strategies for identifying and reporting cases of abuse, nurturing a culture of openness and safety among the pupils.
I learned about should not allow anyone to touch your private part. And also anyone who wants to touch your private part, you should say no to the person.
When a man tries to touch you, you shout or report to your parents or police.
Issues of child abuse and sexual harassment are rampant, and we want to curtail it. We want to eradicate it completely if it is possible, and that is why we are taking it from the grassroots, the primary level, so that these children will grow with that idea, with the mentality that they have the right to speak against any form of untoward attitude of the adults towards them.
God has given them these lovely children, and they are to protect them throughout their young age before they become mature, when they can now continue with their life. At this stage, they need the concern of parents to look up to their children, to talk to them, to bring them closer, to advise them, and let them know that they should speak out in case of any offense or intimidation or abuse, or when they are being bullied, to appropriate authority so that they can take action to prevent such things happening.
The executive chairman, Valentine Braimo, expressed his commitment to supporting education in the council by distributing GCE forms to deserving students with the sole aim of easing the financial burden on parents while encouraging academic excellence.
I want to just appreciate him and thank him for it, because it's not easy to get funds for a lot of students. Most students are able to get funds, so I want to appreciate him and thank him for him to be able to give us these funds. It means a lot to a lot of students.
It means a lot of good things to me, because education gives creativity. Because this education can make me look better than who are not educated.
I promise to focus on my studies and put more effort in everything I'm going to be doing.
This is another great opportunity. They said when you failure make you know your mistakes. So I have this is the right opportunity for me to correct my mistake. Thank you so much, Mr. Honorable. God bless you.
I want to encourage our youth to further their education. We all know the economy of country today, that people cannot even afford to buy GCSE form to further their education. So what we are doing now, apart from giving them this form for free, we are equally going to provide classes for them, for tutorials, so that they can prepare them for the exam, so that they can come out with their flying colors.
The council leadership pledges continuous impactful programs to empower the young ones and strengthen the community's overall development. And finally, on Ibile Update today, the executive chairman of Ifelodun Local Council Development Area, Olufemi Okeowo, has commissioned the solar street light in Mosafejo Road. Also, he distributed food items and cash as palliatives to residents. Sheung Abimbola tells us more.
According to residents, seeing the Suru Musafejo Express Road lit up at night is a rare scene, as the commissioned solar-powered streetlights came on, providing safety for road users and indirectly boosting the night economy of the densely populated Ifelodun Local Council Development Area.
We are building the night economy in the advanced world, night economy is exactly the same size of the day's economy, which means if you like, you can work in the morning and work at night, or you decide not to work in the morning and you work at night, and it makes business to thrive, because business will make money in the morning and make money overnight.
You all know that if there is light, perpetrators cannot perpetrate evils. Understand? Everywhere is light up. We can all see what we are all doing. So it's very, very good. We appreciate him. And somebody that is doing very good in the community, we pray for him to come back again.
The executive chairman, explaining his decision to illuminate the area with solar, also disclosed how this development would impact the lifespan of the popular Suru-Musafejo Express Road, which residents describe as the longest and the most commercially viable street in Ifelodun.
When you look at the infrastructure we have at hand now, we discover that the Lagos State has an existing power generating light. But because of fuel, the diesel rate is becoming too high. And for even Lagos State to maintain it is on a high side. So we look at it that how can we contribute to what Lagos State has done. So let's do by solar light that will on itself when it's 7 o'clock, and by the time it's 7 o'clock in the morning, it will off again. That's 12 hours. We are starting with the 70 road. Subsequently, we'll be doing the inner roads too.
Earlier, the 11th edition of the Food Palliative Program saw beneficiaries not only taking foodstuff home, but also financial assistance for traders who received 50,000 naira each to support their businesses, 10,000 naira each for the aged, youths, and free drugs for individuals with special ailments, all of whom praised the council authority for the gesture.
The economy is very hard. As at now, at least this one will caution the hardness of the citizen for now.
I really appreciate for the palliative, so I think it will go a lot way for me. At least it will take me for like half a month.
The council chairman, giving reasons for increasing number of beneficiaries at the recent edition of the Food Palliative Program, said it was necessary as the initiative was making significant impact in the lives of the residents based on the feedback he has been getting so far.
We have been doing this in the past 9 months, getting the directives from Mr. President Ashwaji Bola Ahmed Tinubu through Mr. Governor of Lagos State. And as I always say, it's people's money, and we are returning back to them through infrastructures, through palliatives, poverty alleviation programs and so on. They have not seen anything yet. These are the things that we promised we'll be doing. Thank God we have kept it up till now. I know God will continue to strengthen us, to continue to do it, till the end of this tenure. Hopefully, God will enable us to proceed into second terms by God's grace.
A total of 1,500 residents are expected to be beneficiaries of the Food Palliative Initiative of Ifelodun Local Council Development Area.
That is all we can take on the program today. If you'd like to share information with us, please send an SMS or WhatsApp message to the number on your screen. Join us every day of the week at 8:20 in the morning, 12:15 in the afternoon, and 11 p.m. I am Joy Olu. Many thanks for watching.